सनातन धर्म की जय, बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Jai Jai Sitaram. Cordial welcome to all of you joining with us online today as we engage in our Sunday morning devotion. We have already started up a few minutes early. So at this time, you'll join with Srupta in an opening pratana to Lord Ganesha. After this, we'll have a few bhajan kirtans while the puja is in progress.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा विनायका
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ। 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 काली कपालिनी माँ,
काली कपालिनी माँ,
काली कपालिनी माँ।
काली कपालिनी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे माँ,
जय जय अम्बे माँ।
जय जय अम्बे माँ।
जय जय अम्बे माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ।
परम शिवानी 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 माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ,
जगदोधारिणी Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Gurudeva Sharanam Deva.
Gurudeva Sharanam Deva.
Gurudeva Sharanam हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण
हरि नारायण
जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूप जय जय 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 राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
गोकुल बाला नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाल जय जय राम
गोकुल बाला नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय राम
गोकुल बाला नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाल जय जय राम
गोकुल बाला नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
कृष्ण मुरारी कुंज बिहारी भवदुखधारी जय जय 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 राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
जय लक्ष्मी माता जय लक्ष्मी माता जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय माँ
जय लक्ष्मी माता जय लक्ष्मी माता जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय राम
जय दुर्गा माता जय दुर्गा माता जय दुर्गा माता जय जय माँ
जय दुर्गा माता जय दुर्गा माता जय दुर्गा माता जय जय राम
जय काली माता जय काली माता जय काली माता जय जय माँ
जय काली माता जय काली माता जय काली माता जय जय राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
सत्यनारायण गोविन्द माधवा हरे नारायण गोविन्द केशवा
सत्यनारायण गोविंद माधवा हरि नारायण गोविंद 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 केशवा
सत्यनारायण गोविंद माधवा हरि Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari बाजे रे जमुना के तीर मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर जमुना के तीर हो 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 जमुना के तीर मुरलिया बाजे रे 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 जमुना के तीर मुरली की धुन मेरो हर मन लीनो मुरली की धुन मेरो मन हर लीनो मुरली की धुन मन हर लीनो जीत दर्द नहीं दी जीत दर्द नहीं दी जीत दर्द नहीं दी जीत दर्द नहीं दी मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर 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 खाए रुकनिया खाए रे खमरिया 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 खाए रो जमुना कोनी खाए रो जमुना कोनी खाए रो जमुना कोनी खाए रो जमुना कोनी मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर 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 मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर 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 चरण कमल पर से चरण कमल पर से चरण कमल पर से चरण कमल पर से मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर 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 मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर
बोलिए श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल के जय सत्य सनातन धर्म के जय. Once more, devotees, a cordial welcome to everyone joining with us here in person as well as via online or social media. This morning's devotion is being sponsored by one of my goddaughters from the US, Leela Sivanarayan, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. So she's chosen to sponsor our service today, to engage also in devotion at her home and joining this devotion to the feet of Shri Krishna. So, those of you who are making offerings at home, I ask you to prepare yourself. We'll do a small kirtan to Lord Ganesha, and after this we'll engage in our offerings for those devotees who are wishing to do so at home. After this, we will go to our mantra jap havan, and then we'll have our discourse this morning. So we all join our voices, very simple kirtan to Lord Ganesh. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha Shankar Suvana Shri Ganesh Sharanam Ganesh
Sharanam Ganesh Shankar Suvana Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganeshu Mamahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganesh Uma Mahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganeshu Mamahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganesh Uma Mahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Vinayak Ganesh Vinayak Ganesh Buddhi Vidhata Shri Ganesh
Vinayak Ganesh Vinayak Ganesh Buddhi Vidhata Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganeshu Mamahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganesh Uma Mahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Sukdayak Ganesh Sukdayak Ganesh Vigna Harta Shri Ganesh
Sukdayak Ganesh Sukdayak Ganesh Vigna Harta Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganeshu Mamahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Gauri Ganesh Uma Mahesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh
Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh Parvati Nandan Shri Ganesh Boli Shri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. So at this time, devotees, those who are wishing to make offerings at home to Shri Krishna, please, you take a flower in your hand and contemplate, meditate at the feet of Shri Krishna as we do a small invocation prayer. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopal Kumaraya Shri Govindaye Namo Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bolish Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Offer your flower. And firstly, we'll offer water to Shri Krishna. Om Gangesha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalyasmin Sinidim Kurum Shri Krishna Bhagavan Argyam Padyam Snanam Samarpayami. We offer Chandan to Shri Krishna. Om Shri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandhadhyo Samanuharam Vilepanam Surushreshtam Chandanam Pratigrihyatam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Chandanam Samarpayami. We offer flower, pushpa. Om Malyadini Sugandheni Malyatadini Vai Prabhu Maihritani Pujartam Pushpani Prati Grihyatam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Pushpam Samarpayami. We offer Gandha essence. Om Gandham Grihan Devesha Deva Deva Dayanidhi Tvameva Jagatam Nautistva Tvameva Jagatam Prabhu Shri Krishna Bhagavan Gandham Samarpayami. We offer Arti. Om Sajam Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Depam Grihan Devesha Trailukyam Timirapaham. Bolish Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Those who have a Naivedya, Prasad prepared, please hold it in your hands at this time. And firstly, pass the water around it 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Tariram Kalpitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya. We all pray now in our own words to Shri Krishna Bhagavan. We humbly ask you, Prabhu, to accept our humble offering of love, to shower your blessings upon us. Om Grit Pakvangha Vishainam Payasham Chisharakar Dan Vidhan Naivedyam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Naivedyam Samarpayami. Harir Data, Harir Bhukta, Harir Annam Prajapati, Harir Vipra Sharirastu Bhukte Bhojayate Hari. Bolish Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Touch the prasad to your murti and touch to your hands. Recite Shri Krishna Arpanam. If you have flowers, tulsi leaf in your prasad, you can offer it to Shri Krishna while reciting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We now offer water to Shri Krishna. Om Sarva Papharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Datam गृहान परमेश्वरं श्री कृष्ण भगवान आचमन्यं समर्पयामि. If you prepare the dakshina, you can offer it to Shri Krishna this time. Om Nakapal Supal Maulavi Vandidangre Yugala Prabhu Hare Dakshinang Prade Shri Krishna Bhagavan Danam Dakshinaye Samarpayami. Bolish Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So before we engage in our mantra jap havan, Devesh, you'll do a short kirtan.
जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय जय गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय शुभ मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका गजवरना गौरी नंदन गजवरना गौरी नंदन गजवरना गौरी नंदन गजवरना गौरी नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय शुभ मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका गजवरना गौरी नंदन गजवरना गौरी नंदन गजवर्णा गौरीनन्दन गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय शुभ मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका
Boli Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. So those who are participating in Havan, I do hope that you are sitting before your Havan Kunda this time. If you haven't lit your fire yet, we'll light the fire while chanting this mantra. Hari Om Hur Bhuvaswaha Om Hur Bhuvaswaha Dhayuriva Bhumna Prithvi Vavarimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devaya Janim Prishti Aganim Manadam Manadayadadhi. Boliye Shri Agni Devta ke Jai. Pass the water around the fire 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Taridam Kalapitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvayaitihi Achmanyam Samarpayami. We begin making our offerings now at the recitation of Swaha. You make your offering and also recite Swaha together. Om Shri Ganesh Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namah Swaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namah Swaha. Shri Gaure Mataye Namah Swaha. Shri Shankar Bhagavan Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Agni Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Kalash Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Varun Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Mahalakshmi Mataye Namah Swaha. Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Surya Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Chandra Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Mangal Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Buddha Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Brihaspati Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Shukra Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Shani Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Rahu Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Ketu Devatabhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Pranaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Apanaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Samanaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Indriyaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Udanikaya Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ishta Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Kul Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Sthan Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Gram Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamle Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Shanti Ko Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Panchpal Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Das Dikpal Devata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mataye Namah Swaha. Shri Rundhati Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Bhadrakali Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Santoshni Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Rudrani Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Brahmani Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Parameshwari Devi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Shri Ambike Devibhyo Namah Swaha, Shri Chandike Devibhyo Namah Swaha, Om Aim Saraswati Mataye Namah Swaha, Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan Bhyo Namah Swaha, Shri Krishna Bhagavan Bhyo Namah Swaha, Shri Hanumate Devta Bhyo Namah Swaha. About 10 more offerings to go. So we all chant together Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Mahamrityunjay Mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukameva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukameva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukameva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Whatever you have left, you try to pick it up, make one offering. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. So we now prepare for our final offering. Take your time and stand up here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Puranat Puranam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Touch it by head. Offer it in your havan. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Pass the water. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram Shri Agni Devtachmanyam Samarpayami. Take blessings. Boli Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. So at this time, devotees, as I mentioned, today's service is being sponsored by Leela Siunarayan of the US, Baltimore. And she celebrated her birthday yesterday. And also we have quite a number of devotees who have celebrated birthdays during this past week. One is Little Bodhan. He celebrated his birthday, I believe, a couple of days ago. Reva, the mother, Dipchan Samlal, my godson from Montreal, Rajiv Maraj, my cousin from Trinidad, and Key, who is Gail and Chris's son. So all of these devotees have celebrated a special occasion during the past week. And again, if I've missed any, please do forgive us. And Leela is an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. So this morning we will chant beautiful kirtan in praise of Shiv Shankar Bhagavan, asking that Lord to shower blessings upon all of those who are celebrating special occasions in their life, and also all of us who are taking part in devotion this morning. Namo Mahadevho, Namo Sada Shiva, Jai Parameshwar, Jai Bhuvaneshwar, Jai Shiva Shankar Om. Mahadeva Shambho, Namo Sada Shiva.
जय परमेश्वरी जय भुवनेश्वरी जय शिव शंकर
भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर गिरिजा शंकर ओम। भवानी शंकर
उमा महेश्वर गिरिजा शंकर
जय प्रलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय प्रलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो everyone। नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर
जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर
पार्वती शंकर गंगजटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंगजटाधर नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर धर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदा शिव जय परमेश्वर
जय भुवनेश्वरी जय शिव शंकर
नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदा शिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो
नमो सदा शिव जय परमेश्वरी जय भुवनेश्वरी जय शिव शंकर
जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय शिव शंकर ओम। बोली श्री महापति महादेव की जय। This morning, devotees, we continue our katha from that point which we left off last week, where Kagbhasundaji is extolling the virtues, the attributes of Prabhu Shri Ram. So we understand the progression of this katha, where Garuji went with doubts. He experienced what we call that sandoha, that doubts, questions in his mind arose as to who is Bhagavan, who is God. Is Shri Ram God? I had to go and help him. And this doubt, this illusion arose in his mind, and he sought the answer. He wanted clarification. So he ended up at the feet of Kagbhasundaji. Kagbhasundaji, he related the entire Sri Ramcharitamanas to him. After which, he said, now all my doubts are dispelled. Kagbhasundaji extolled the virtues of Garud, saying that Garud was sent as a blessing to him. And then he started to describe what is Maya, the power of Maya, which we all heard. How powerful is Maya? And now he is speaking about the attributes, the qualities of Bhagwan. And this morning we'll continue our Katha where Kagbu Sundarji continues to speak. But before we do this, devotees, I ask that we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads once more as we offer a small prarthana to Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram before we begin reading out of his scripture. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namah. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamal Bhyo Namo Namah. Ramaya Ram Bhadraya Ramchandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. Neelambhuj Shamal Komalangam Sita Samaropit Vam Bhagam Panav Mahasayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adau Ram Tapovanadigamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Balini Grahanam Samudra Taranam Lankapuri Dahanam Paschat Ravan Kumbhakaran Hananam Etadhi Ramayanam. Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajuman Haran Bhav Darunam Nav Kanjalocan Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pad Kanjarunam. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram,
Shri Ram.
Kandarapa Aganit Amit Chabinav Neelanidad Sundaram Atapita Manahu Tarit Ruchi Shuchi Naumi Janaka Sutavaram. Shri Ram, Shri Ram,
Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
Ajudena Bandhudinesh Danav Daikya Vanshanikandanam Raghunanda Anand Kande Koshal Chand Dashrath Nandanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram इति बरति तुलसीदास शंकर शेषमुनि मनरंजनम इति बरति तुलसी
दास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम
मम हृदय निवास कर मम हृदय कंज निवास कर कामादि फल दल गंजनम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
श्री रामचंद्र कृपाल भज मन हरन भव भय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणं श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Last Sunday, devotees, we listened to the very wonderful words of Kagabhu Sundaji, and he was saying, Garudaji, that Prabhu Shri Ram is Satchidananda. And we understood what Satchidananda means, the sum total of truth, consciousness, bliss. He is called Gunadham, the abode of all virtues. And he started to extol the wonderful qualities of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram. For those of us who have doubts, devotees, for those of us who have questions in our minds, this is a very wonderful part of Ramayana where a true devotee, a self-realized soul, is extolling the virtues of Bhagavan. These are not my words. Nothing here is made up from me. These are direct words of Kagabhu Sundaji. A little bit later on, we'll hear about his katha because he also told about his life story to Garudaji. Very, very, very wonderful story of Kagabhu Sundaji will be explained. But devotees, he continues this morning. What does he say about the Lord? Let us hear. Chapai. Agunada Ragira Goteta Sab Darshi Anbadhya Ajeta Bolo Shri Ram Jaya Rama
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
बोलो श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
निर्मल निराकार निर्मोहा नित्य निरंजन सुख संदोहा। बोलो श्री राम जय राम।
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। Kagbusunda ji went on to say very beautifully, Aguna dabra giragotita sabdarshi anabadhya ajita. He says that in previous Shapa, he says he's Gunadham, the abode of all gunas, the abode of all virtues. Now he says he's Aguna, he's without these modes of nature, he's unqualified, without form. Without form. So we talk about the two aspects of Bhagwan. Nirgun meaning without form. Sagun meaning with form. So when he comes in that Sagun, with a form, with a divine physical form, he's called Gunadham. In a Nirgun form, without attributes. So he says, Aguna Adabhra, that he is that Supreme Lord. He is that Supreme Lord. He is that one who transcends speech. As much as we can talk about Bhagwan, we cannot talk enough. He is beyond what we can describe in mere words. He is beyond all the senses that we have. The action senses, the senses of perception. He is beyond all of this. The Lord is omniscient. He sees everything. So when we feel we could hide, we feel we could hide from, everybody, maybe we can. Maybe we can. Was that wonderful saying, devotees? We can fool all the people some of the time. We can fool some of the people all the time, but we can't fool all the people all the time. We can't fool God at all. We can't fool God at all, devotees. He's all-seeing. He's omniscient. He is irreproachable. We can't reproach Bhagwan to say that Bhagwan has done wrong. Although people do. Although we hear instances where people question Bhagwan. In the scriptures itself, we hear where people will question Bhagwan. Why Bhagwan doing this? Why is God doing this? Why is Shri Krishna doing this? Why is Shri Ram doing this? Questioning Bhagwan. But if you remember, devotees, in Shri Ram Gita, where Prabhu Shri Ram is talking to all the citizens of Ayodhya, and he made a statement that if anything that I say seems to be wrong to you, please do not be afraid to say it to me. So the Lord is giving us the opportunity, devotees. He's giving us the opportunity that if something He says or something He does not seem right, He's giving us the opportunity to ask a question. To ask a question, not to question Him. This is how we should understand. Not to question Bhagwan, but to ask a question to clear up our misconception, our doubts, our misunderstanding. Bhagwan gives us that ability, that option, opportunity. The Lord is invincible. There's none that can defeat Bhagwan. He's unattached. He's not attached to anything, anyone. He's formless. He's called Nirmoha, without illusion. He is eternal, Sanatana, and he is untainted by Maya, unaffected by Maya, and he is that very source, Sukha Sandoha, very source of bliss. Very source of bliss, devotees. This Bhagwan we pray to. This Bhagwan, we are gifted the opportunity so many times to make offerings. I ask the question all the time, and I question myself too. If I wake up in the morning, you forget to say a prayers. You forget to say a prayers. That should be made number one priority. Not 1.5, not 1 3/4, not 2, but number one. Number one priority should be to give praises to Bhagwan. We wake up in the morning, Bhagwan, thank you. Thank you for gifting me another day. Our eyes open, devotees, such a blessing. Did we find something to be thankful for today in our lives? So many people today go around very sour, sad faces. Oh, woe is me. So preoccupied with problem, so preoccupied with what is seemingly going wrong in life that we forget what is going right, what is going good. What is good there for us devotees? Number one, we're vertical, not horizontal. We wake up and we're able to stand. Nobody have to tote us because we can't stand. We have life. The air is coursing through our bodies. This is a supreme reason to be thankful, devotees. Supreme reason to be thankful. And we take that opportunity each and every day to thank that source of bliss, that source of strength, that source of inspiration, who gives us and blesses us each and every day, devotees. And Kak Busundaji, he goes on to say, let us hear in Chaupai. प्रकृत पार प्रकृति पार प्रभु प्रकृति पार प्रभु सब उर बासी ब्रह्म निरेह बीरज अविनाशी श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
रघुपति राघव राजा इहा मोह कर कारण नाही श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम
रवि सन्मुख राम रवि सन्मुख तम कबहु कि जाहि श्री राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
रघुपति राघव राजा Busundaji goes on to say, Prakriti par Prabhu sab ur basi. Prakriti par. That the Lord is above this Prakriti, above Nitya. As we spoke about, that we must rise above Nitya. We must rise above the modes of nature in order to transcend Maya. So here he is described as Prakriti Par Prabhu, that he transcends this nature. He is called Prabhu. He is called Prabhu, the omnipotent, Supreme Lord. He is Sab Urbasi, that he lives in the heart of each and every one. He lives in the heart of each and every one, devotees. Do you believe Bhagwan is in your heart? Karishma? Do you believe Bhagwan is in your heart? Yes. So if we believe that Bhagwan is in our heart, then there's no need to fear anything. If Bhagwan is standing with us, if we can feel Hanumanji standing with us, devotees, is there need to fear? If we can feel that Sri Ram is there with us, is there need to fear? When the fear comes, devotees, because we forgot. We forgot, or we are not aware at that point that Bhagwan is there. Because the other qualities are keeping us away from that awareness, or that consciousness that Bhagwan is there. Qualities of darkness, qualities of negativity have overtaken our minds to make us forget. Make us forget that Bhagwan is there, devotees. He's Sab Urbasi. Sab Urbasi, devotees. Shri Krishna Bhagavan, a later incarnation of Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan, after he came in the form of Maryada Purushottam. He is recognized, devotees, in today's world as that last major incarnation of Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan. He came with the Basuri, whereas Shri Ram came with bow and arrow. Shri Krishna came to show us the power of true love, selfless affection for the beloved. And this is what we offer to the feet of the Lord, devotees. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari. If we are in a place, devotees, where it's appropriate for us to close our eyes and to focus, and we focus in our hearts, devotees, and we try to find that presence of Bhagavan. We look inside of us and we find that source of bliss, that source of contentment, that source of all happiness, that remove of all fears and distress. That Lord lives inside of us, devotees. Let us seek. Let us seek His presence. Let us seek that energy of the Lord. May we feel His divine energy coursing through us as we engage in this kirtan. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Gopi Jan Vallabha जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारे जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी मुरली मनोहर करुणा सागर मुरली मनोहर मुरली मनोहर करुणा सागर मुरली मनोहर जय गोवर्धन धारी कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीर बनचारी कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Devotees, we all chant that beautiful name of Shri Krishna. We chant that beautiful name of Prabhu Shri Ram. While chanting, devotees, we feel that energy. We feel that electricity going through our bodies, recognizing that presence of Bhagavan inside each and every one of us devotees. We reach out to Him today as humble children, humble devotees. We humbly ask you, Prabhu, to accept our devotions today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. बोली श्री रज रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. How beautiful, devotees. How beautiful. You sit and you listen to that Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. How can you not feel uplifted? How can you not feel that energy of Bhagavan, devotees? Here, Kagbhusundaji is saying that that Lord dwells in the heart of each and every one. It is for us to feel that presence of the Lord, it's for us to find that Lord inside of us and tap into that power, tap into that source, the perennial source of happiness, perennial source. What do you call perennials when you plant it in the garden? What happens? Comes back all the time, right? So it's a perennial source. Keeps coming and coming again. It'll never dry up, devotees. Never dry up. It'll keep coming to you and coming to you. That source of happiness, that source of bliss. But we need the key to unlock it. And what is that key, devotees? All of us have the key and we're born with it. We're born with that key. That key is devotion. That key is devotion. Offering devotion to the feet of Bhagavan unlocks that key of happiness, that key of contentment, that key that resists and gives us immunity, gives us strength against everything that is negative, anything that is wrong, anything that is bad. But the moment we move away from that devotion, devotees, now, again we become susceptible and vulnerable to the powers of Maya, as we discussed. So devotees, it's up to us. It's up to us how to live our lives. No one can tell us, oh, well, we can tell. We can say, we can advise, we can suggest, but no one can live another person's life for them. No one can make another person's decision for them. Right? We cannot force someone else to do something against their free will. We are all blessed with free will, isn't it? Right? We're all blessed with free will. So, we have to use that free will in our own best interests. Sometimes we're blessed with free will, and we use that free will against our best interests. And summer is coming over here, and when they have plenty of mosquito hunting, right? They have these mosquito traps, right? And the poor mosquito doesn't know that this thing is a trap because it's attracting it. There's something inside there that attracts the mosquito, but little does the mosquito know that's going towards its death, its destruction. And similarly, devotees, there's many traps in this world set for us. Many traps. And they all look so beautiful. They all look so nice, so attractive. And we all run towards it. We run towards it not realizing that we're running towards destruction. We're running into problems. We're not realizing that. But we willingly go there. Devotees, the remembrance of Bhagavan avoids all of these troubles for us. All of these situations. Boli Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. So next week again we'll continue. We didn't get to finish this Chaupai, but we'll continue this Chaupai next week as Kag Busundaji, goes on to speak about the attributes and qualities of Prabhu. So at this time, devotees, we'll engage in our final arti. So those who are performing puja at home, you'd like to perform arti, please go to your altar and perform arti there. If not, we all stand in reverence to Prabhu as we engage this morning in Shri Ramayana Arti. Om Sajan Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham Arati Shri Ramayana Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya Ki Arati Shri
Ramayana Ji ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya ki
Gavat Brahma Dika Muni Narada
Avat Brahmadika Muni Narada
Valmiki Vidyana Visharada
Valmiki Vigyana Visharada
Sanakari Shesha Arusharada Bharani Pavan Sut Kiratini Ki Bolo Arati Shri Ramayana Ji Ki
Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya ki
Gavat Veda Purana Ashtadasha
Gavat Veda Purana Ashtadasha
चाहो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस
Saho Sashtra Sab Grantan ko ras
मुनि जन धन संतन को सर्वस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की
Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya ki
गावत संतत शंभु भवानी
Gavat Santat Shambho Bhavani
अरुघत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी
Arughat Sambhav Muni Vigyani
व्यास आदि कवि बर जब खानी काग भुसुंद गरुड़ के ही की बोलो
Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya ki
कलिमल हरणी विषय रस फीकी
कलिमल हरणी विषय रस फीकी
सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति जुवती की
सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति जुवती की
गलन रोग भव मूरियमी की तात मात सब गिरी तुलसी की बोलो आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित ललित सिय बीकी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय बीकी कीरति कलित ललित सिय बीकी
कीरति कलित ललित सिय बीकी
बोली श्री राजा रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So at this time, devotees, we engage in our final prarthana. Those who have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands. We close our eyes. We bow heads. Once more, focusing our minds at the feet of the Lord. Thanking that Lord and showing that gratitude, that obeisance, that love for the feet of Bhagavan, for this opportunity that has been given to us this morning to gather in the mandir, to gather virtually in performance of devotion, humble supplication to the feet of Bhagavan. We ask you, Lord, to open our minds and our hearts to the realities of this Mrityulok, of this Vishay, of this existence, of our true identities. Show us, O Lord, that pathway through which we can achieve, receive true peace, happiness, and contentment in our lives. Let us all pray together, devotees. Hari Om. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janadanam yat pujitam mama deva deva paripuranam tadastu may. Avahanam na janami visarjanam pujam chaiva na janami shamyatam parameshwaram tvameva mata shapita tvameva bandhu shasaka tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. He sarva shaktiman sachidananda nirakar nirvikar sarvadhar sarveshwar sarvavyapak antaryami अजर अमर नित्य पावित्र सृष्टि कर्ता को बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा, भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश कर कीजिए, जिससे सबका मंगल होए। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। this morning, devotees, as we celebrate with Leela, who is celebrating her birthday and sponsoring this morning's service, and all of those devotees who are celebrating special occasions. Instead of the birthday song, we all celebrate with Sri Krishna Bhagavan, Sri Radharani. Sri Krishna and Sri Radharani are there with you in this celebration. And they are there with you to blow out the birthday candles on the cake. What a wonderful celebration. We all chant together. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda
Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Bolo Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe Bolo
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
He Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe He Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Everyone Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe बोली श्री राधा रानी की जय बोली श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय ओरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय सियापति रामचंद्र की जय बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय 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 सीताराम प्रेम से आसन लीजिए प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स devotees. This brings us to the end of another wonderful session or devotion. You know, the time goes so fast. As they say, time flies when you're having fun, right? I tend to have a lot of fun when we engage in devotion. So it's a very, very happy time, right? And time goes very, very fast, yes. I'd like to once more extend happy birthday greetings to all who have celebrated. And we do wish that Bhagwan would many, many more years of happiness, health, success, and of course, being able to devote oneself to the feet of Bhagwan. I also like to mention that, even throughout the entire pandemic and now emerging somewhat out of the pandemic, I'd like to thank devotees. And, sometimes devotees say, I don't want thank yous. But it's important for you to know and to recognize that we here at the Mandir are very, very grateful for all the support that we have received throughout the pandemic and also now as we're emerging from the pandemic. The support of the community and now more of a global community, has been overwhelming, to say the least. Without us, asking for anything, devotees have willingly come forward and given in these, tough economic times. And for this, we are very, very grateful. And may Bhagwan bless each and every one of you very, very richly. Doesn't mean to have plenty of money, but richly to have peace and happiness. But if you have plenty of money too, that is okay. So devotees, we are very, very grateful and thankful to all who have, donated and given their time and energy and everything to help the Mandir to come through this time of difficulty. And, we do look forward to that continued support as we move forward in, our existence, in our lives, and the progression of our culture and of our dharma and of our community. So devotees, once again, God's blessings to each and every one. We have nothing scheduled until next week Sunday. So next week Sunday is a special day, isn't it? No? Somebody saying no. So next week Sunday is designated. Is designated as Mother's Day. Right? So indeed it's a special day. And those who are participating with us virtually, there will be a segment of that program where we can pay obeisance to our mothers, whether they are here physically with us or not. Devotees at the Mandir who come, and perhaps if your mother is here with you, you will be able to offer puja, do arti to your mother on that day. This is very important, not only on that day, but as we say, every day is Mother's Day, every day is Father's Day. Now you have a day for everything. You have all kind of Pets Day and all kind of thing now. So before, it was Mother's Day, Father's Day, but now we have a day for everything. But we celebrate these, these two people, as we say, Matri Devo Bhava, Pita Devo Bhava. That mother is like God unto us, father is like God unto us, and we worship these two entities in our lives. Whether they are here physically or not, we recognize the efforts that they have made to bring us to where we are. So next week we have that opportunity and we dedicate that service to our mothers, and time will be given to perform this little puja, arti and so on to our mothers and get their blessings on this special day. So once more, devotees, God's blessings to all of you. Please do have a very blessed, safe week until next Sunday morning when we meet again. Jai Jai, Sitaram.